know this man for much years.
Yes.
Been suffering no long. Sleeping in his old car here. Because he not say, I'm not about to take care of him. Jonathan, he need help, he need a room, he need shelter.
Yes.
Enough mansion, but somewhere for put him in here. From me know him, I don't see nothing good for him.
Explain.
Separation.
Explain.
Battering, separation.
So you say he sleeps in either one of these cars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
30 years ago, what was his life like? What was his family structure like?
Yeah.
Based on how you know it, you knew it.
Catch and put him for catch. And before them disrespect him come out of car. Because when we go to people's house, them disrespect you. And I ask the whole world to have mercy and sympathy and compassion for him. Find a little shelter for him, please. In the name of Jesus. Please.
So this is where you sleep.
Up ye mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. Those are the words from the great Marcus Messiah. God. Marcus Garvey, you're my teacher. Marcus Garvey, yes, you are the one. Marcus Garvey, you have changed me and direct me of the works that must be done. You are the prophet sent from God. You are the Moses with the rod. You are the man from Sentence Bay. Come to lead our children from good.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're in Arnett Garden, a little area known as Mexico. I'm here with Patrick Duncan. Remember there was a story in the Star about a man that has been living in a car for well over 10 years. I contacted my friend George and we're going to make a difference. We're going to build a nice little one-bedroom right here for you. Right? Put a bed and put a little stove in it. Courtesy of the Rudolph Prendergast Foundation. Alright, we're going to start working tomorrow. Hey family. We're going to start working. Oh, you don't want to look like him too. Oh, yeah! Listen, we love you. George loves you. That's why we're here. We're not here to embarrass you. We're here because we love you. You understand that? And we understand that from the heart that you've been in that car for too long. You want to stretch out, relax, watch TV, and do whatever. So what we're going to do, we're going to get some food for you. We're going to go get some food for you now. And we're going to come back and make a presentation to you. All right? So we're going to go to the store, get some food. You want to come with us?
Yes, my people. This is Touch, artist Touch, recording superstar. And this is what we talk about when we say caring and sharing. Yeah? Now, on the behalf of Rudolph Prendergast Foundation, Kingston Production, you know, we present to Patrick this lovely donation, you know, and we'll be doing more because we'll be erecting an house for Patrick, because this is the place where he sleeps. And from one person to another, as in human, we have to care, we have to share for each other. And this is a point where I want to bring forward, because I'm erecting my foundation also to 7th Street Trenchtown Foundation, and this is what it's all about, caring and sharing. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard Todd speak, it touches the core of my heart because I know Todd from he was just a young man, and I know the intention that he have is great, just like the intention of Sean's statement and the Rudolph Prendergast Foundation. So Patrick, we love you, man. Tell Sean thanks. I love you, man. I love you. I love you. I love you. This is yours. So we're gonna take it over there to the cabin stage. All right?
All right.
Okay, yeah.
That was Mr. Patrick Duncan. And this is the must to adjust. The must to adjust is about not necessarily the need of the people that we showcase on this particular segment of the show, but it's about how they exemplify strength. And we as people who can go in our hot shower and go turn on our television and go hug up with wife and the kids them wake up a morning time. We who take those things for granted. You have a man, Mr. Patrick Duncan, who's been sleeping in a car in Arnett Garden for the past 10 years.
Raining, sun out, raining, sun out, raining, sun out.
But a foam.
Yeah.
You what I say?
Yeah, man. You just have to, you know, that's why I tell people all the time, you have to learn to appreciate life itself and the necessity you need, which is food, clothes, and shelter. You know, that is very important. You know,
so
we tend to think that because we can drive down the road and do what we feel like doing and all them things, that's all what it is. A lot of people on the road who want me eat all day. I was fortunate enough that I eat maybe about 3 or 4 times earlier today. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, you know,
we all refuse food.
Yeah, because my don't make my wife hear this, because I'm sure, you know, so I never eat the food that I left there.
Yeah.
So, you see me?
Yeah.
You know, so we're fortunate enough that we can be an overall setting, have a podcast and all of these things. You know what I mean? So we have to look on the fortunate part of it, same way.
Exactly.
You know, I'm happy that we could be a part of, you know, showing part of the most to adjust.
Yeah, man.
You know, Patrick, me and you have this almost the same name, you know. We have the same name, but I will tell you the rest. You see me, I say, Patrick, pick up yourself, man, you know.
Mr. Duncan.
Yeah, man, hope the most I bless you continually, because some of the time you see people are struggling your piece, you're better than them. You're better than them, man. Sometimes their mind is more contentive. And nothing beat peace of mind. Nothing.
Yeah, man. Mr. Duncan was brought to us on behalf of the Rudolph Pendergrass.
Big up Rudolph Pendergrass
Foundation.
Yeah.
And they've taken on his cause, and we're trying to create some type of awareness because they've already started to build a house for him on the location where those cars were. So he will finally have a place to rest his head. Without further ado, tonight is a night of epic proportions.
Can I introduce him in a bounty vice?
Well, on, man. Well, on, brother.
Our Beres vice. I want to introduce him in a
well, on. Me going to make an introduce him, you know. But before we even bring him on the live, we want to go back in time history of where it all started from.
MALVO, I tell you, school days, you know.
We want to go back in time history.
Yeah, man, school days.
We can go back in time history?
Yes, we can.
All right. That was just a little short part of the history. The audio not all that great, but you get the gist of what I'm talking about. You cannot mention Sanchez. You cannot mention Pinchers. You cannot mention none of the great dancehall singers, the Admiral Tibbetts, the Courtney Melodies, without mention that man.
Anthony.
It's an icon. An icon. And one of the first big #1 tune where him get a wagon. Good evening.
Now it goes. Tiger again. Along with MALVO. Come on. Always here. Summer love is beautiful. It's not enough to satisfy emotion. Now it goes. Tiger again. Along with MALVO. Come on. Always here. Summer love is beautiful. It's not enough to satisfy emotion that are shared between us. A winter love is cozy, girl. I need so much more. It just intensify my wants to have a love that endures. Mercy. Hey, girl, don't come back to me. Can nothing but not do me. 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you still love me. Love me all the while and be by my side. Don't run away and show me no pride. This is not the tiger. Are you me in love? Yes, I want to show you how much I care. Take you anywhere you want, go me there. Anytime I close my eyes, I think of you.
I want if I get to that.
No one sees me as I still love you.
We do it.
With all my heart, and I will be with you wherever you are. Far out here. When you go, send me loving is there. You coulda go high in the sky. You know the tiger beside of you. Stupid do me lose, so me love you so. Hold on tight, now let go. With no more body so hollow. Winter love is special at this time of year. Winter love so gone, that my love is so clear. Oh, yeah. Cause anytime I close my eyes, I think of you.
Anthony MALVO is on the line.
The season is, I still love you. With all my heart, I want to be with you wherever you are. Listen to me, one tiger. Now we Tony MALVO in your area. Come on.
Reaching out to all the celebrity Matt Save. I said, wow, I'm juggling to the one called MALVO.
Brother.
Hold on, man. I might, when I go to school, you know, so the man used to talk. Some more introduce MALVO the way me know it go. Me not, them a gonna talk about hand a woman and over woman and who are mate and rare. Who introduce the man the way me know it during these times. All right. Reaching out to the one called Anthony MALVO. Welcome to Overall Settings with the podcast that differs.
Well, I know.
Anthony MALVO in the
fast
skirt building.
Fast forward, car. And I one big tune the man have, you know. Several.
Whoa.
Drop a next big tune there for me, please, before you bring him in.
Whoa.
Drop a next big tune there for me.
Reaching out to the one call and
Drop a next big tune there for me. What a one! Hey. Yo! Yeah, I pull out one of my lecture. Yes, you're gonna start the price. You're gonna say one.
Well,
you think about like me?
Hold on it. You see how the woman will vex me Anthony MALVO no blame because and them song I used to sing to and him make me sing them. So no blame Anthony MALVO here. All right. And now
Anthony MALVO. Yep. Stop. Here we go, on. Forward, DJ. Because you don't know we do our settings thing, you know. We have a legendary, a pillar in the dancehall music right about now. I introduce to the platform. This is none other than the one called Anthony. The legendary Anthony. MALVO. Welcome, General.
To you up front and serious.
Enough blessing.
Manners respect. Manners.
Everything is great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, brother.
Man still look fresh, man. All right, the man still look fresh. John, from them time they are, you know. Yes, yes.
Black don't crack.
You're right, brother. You're right.
Black
You're
don't
right.
crack. Mr. Marvel, it is a pleasure and an honor to have you among us. You know, especially at the rate that we're losing legends in the business. Rest in peace to Father Uri. Rest in peace to somebody from your era, Sister Charmian.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the remaining founding member of the Whalers
Yeah.
who championed reggae music and made it worldwide so that you and people like us on this platform could be relevant to this day. The Honorable Bonnie Whaler.
Yeah, man. Bonnie Livingston, man. Straight.
You know, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, you know, but my general, like me say, you're here and it is an honor because, like me say, one of the things that we love to do is give people their flowers while they're here. And your career is a career that spans a very long time. This man say the song that we did play was a song where him usually listen when him a go school and
I hold if a girl make fan it to them. Most of them might vex him right now, but maybe just tell him to call Anthony Malvo, you know, I feel by him sing them time.
Yeah, man, it's a vibe. Me that story that all the time.
Love is beautiful, but it's not enough. Yo, we sing that time with my voice. Who was it? Remember me telling that, brother? Yes,
That story that all the time.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, Mr. Malvo, I just, like I said, it's an honor. But I want to get a little more insight to who is Anthony Malvo? What is the involvement of Anthony Malvo? Where did it all start from? Where was this talent discovered? Like at what point? I mean, I know a lot of people say the knocking of bench in school. Some people say the church. Some people say, boy, like some of them even thought like them born big, so like them just come out and the mother and a sing. So everybody has a story. So just please share your story.
Well, my story come from the church still because my grandmother was a preacher in the church.
Okay.
And I'm grow my grandmother and my mother still. So
Mm-hmm.
my grandmother the lead and my mother, my mother between my mother and my grandmother, them go to church, So that was my first audience and my first form of music, involvement. Cause them time they ask you watch the band and the banner play. The service for me always right for the banner play and everything there. So church was the most. That's how I get all of my thing, and then leave from to school. From church to school, you have a school concert, you the school, and to your virgin fans, you have a little talent and start blow it up and tell people say you can't sing and so you know what I mean? So I just start from between church and school. Yeah. And from there, so we just have to sing and then leave from school from the corner. Used to have a little bar then near my place, so we used to put in the 10 cents and press the version there. When I sang them, we were going to bar, just press the version instead of the singing part, just do the version part. And that's to learn how to ride the rhythm them. That's to learn to ride the rhythm.
Which is the most important part of the tune, yeah.
Yeah, because I used to have some people come from France, so they used to give me the quarter of them. And the quarter of them could I use as a 10 cent. So I used to have a whole heap of quarter, so I run it, but it's a full it up a quarter, you see, coming on a 10 cent. See it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's what great. And when we're not the money, man, use the mouth and play. Boombox, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. B2.
Yeah, lick him chest, lick pan, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, man.
And then from there, so find a little sound system in my neighborhood. Because a man come from Papi in a place called Papi up down there. Entire.
Yeah, man. Me have some family we come from around there and them say you and them grow. You have a man Bimpy. You're supposed to know about Bimpy. Pluggy.
Yeah, man.
Pluggy, Sonny.
You know them
You
people.
know, see, yeah, man. You know, me I say, yeah, man. So the end of them same area there, yeah, them have them big sister that are my auntie Fanny. She just drop out
Funny.
with, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
All
man.
right, yeah, all right. You're overs, you know. One
But
link, you know.
there's some my places where I come from. So they say used to have a sound named King Mother. And we used to sing for a sound now my neighborhood like on Sunday and Saturday. Cause you don't know them kind of string up. And we used to go on with our things. So we start create a audience, you know. Cause you have to move some more because we used to compete and man I sing and we have like a crew here from over there, so a crew from over there. So, and yeah, we represent my crew and we come and be a singing and be a niceness still. Then it get away now, cause when we used to go to church now, Brigadier used to live across the road from my church. Brigadier and Nancy.
Wow.
Yeah, them used to live across the road. So them, them not come to church. Them used to just look in. I when I sing and not much place, them used to look in and say, yo, Malvo. You know, them used to call me Tony still. And and so Brigadier is a man we used to watch and Jallo and them thing they are going and beat. And
Yeah.
we got one next song named Black Star now, you know, that I write Alison Flats, so same place on the same Kingston City. That song was a big song in my neighborhood now, that was a champion. When you hear that song now, you know, say you reach somewhere, because the man them introduced me to someone and came and say, yo, that you can't do that thing. You know, we got two dance and the place catch a fire, St. Thomas and now my area talker. Now my area everybody know me now, you know.
You know
So
what's
that's
a great,
how,
yeah, what's a great about it, brother? Your voice not really sound like nobody during them time when I grew up. You see me, I say, I'm a,
right.
I'm a turn 53 at 116 in a few minutes. 116 in the morning, me I turn 53. Yes, I'm very strong. So me I sure say, a Portland me born and grown friend. I mean I sure say, my stepfather and the man, them not playing no really no. What they call it? Boogie Yaga song. Doing the
Yeah.
Bantan song them used to call it when we grew up. So at them tune me here around my settings all the while. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as I go, we know that you're a big inspiration to most of them younger youth, even a youth where we interviewed earlier. You know what I say?
Yeah.
So you can put yourself in that position and know say, well, then you help set this up to you help you one of
Come
the black
on.
building, you know?
I get a story, man. I get the story. I get a story from a youth living in Florida. I'm gonna go further up on a show and him there and me, man, I say, Malva, me, I see him a look around. Nobody not look at me. Him a look around and me, I say, oh, a long time now, you nobody name Malva because everybody thinks that Malva is a nickname, it's a real name. But me never hear nobody with it. So it's a me, man, I say, same name Malva, me, I say, wait, family this, some that. I feel happy if you know some people family.
Unique, you know?
Eh?
Yeah. Well, unique.
And
Yeah.
yeah. So I say, yo, Malva, your name, Jano Star, give thanks to know there, I say, Malva, you know, say. I know some names still. But when we used to go to school, a year song alone we used to sing, so I'm just calling no Malvo. I'm going to keep the name.
Like I said, I used to do the same thing.
All right.
The same thing I used to do.
Move from that, so him own a business now, him have a restaurant named Malvo's Chill Spot.
Wow.
Yeah, him have a restaurant in Florida now. Big time, I'll show me all the line of people, line up and come in there. Malvo Chill, I saw it, him still keep the name. And Malvo, them call him and say Malvo Chill Spot. I tell you, every time I think about it, I'm a ghost bomb. I'm a artist skin.
Yeah, man.
I said, so those are the type of thing me hear that keep in the business. I mean, that business 40 years now. You know what I say?
Wow.
But every time you go, you hear somebody tell you something. You know, I tell you, I give a story, man. I say, boy, when I used to go to school, like, your song, make up some Guyanese. And I say, Malvo boy, when I used to go to school, boy, your song, and it's not even a Tiger song. It's a song with my dad is and say, I'm gonna take you to the dance tonight.
Put on your red dress tonight. I'm just a big fan. My bad.
Well, no. You talk about that. Father Malvo.
Yeah.
You know, music is a thing where it have the ability to put you in the moment. So
Yeah, man.
when you heard a song and that song puts you back to like if you hear a song 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and it strike you in the manner in which it strike you like one of them songs the way back when you did have cassette and you play it until the cassette pop.
Yeah, man.
My song, my Anthony Malvo song You ready?
Yeah.
Bad-minded people.
You want a song? I used to a song there.
What?
That song never released as a 45. It never come out as a 45.
Malvo, me pull some rungs right now. Me pull some. I throw one of my stripe. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Through them. I'm a younger brother. I love him like cook food. Me not like man say them love them because them a pray all kind of negativity. But me say you
we're not staying at the gutter.
man, we grown. You see me?
So what me tell them say, so a man think it's so easy. So if I think them think that
Yeah, man.
it's just the same thing. You know what I say?
You see, and that's why I sing a song them so much. So, I want Karen, Sophia, Dana, Yvette, the rest of them, no vex me. See Malvo in the night, him on the top, Malvo, I mean that Malvo, see me? Brother, I feel like a kidnap candy store. You know what? Are you? Let me tell you. You Cutty Ranks, Jazz Nooks, and Yellow. And them man, they make me feel like shining. Make me feel like a candy store. If you know, me I talk to after so many years after in the business, brother. You see me, I say good for a reason that night. I know, say, you know. Me not like, you can make me get two girls. Me not like because without song, I wouldn't even get no girl. Them time.
No, the man tell me that the man say, yo, you see your song? I'm just gonna get. Man, I tell me say, just get him got. Man, I tell me say, in a party. And then just go tell the DJ, play the song with Anthony Malvo and Tiger. And I saw him get dance off a girl. I saw him get team dance them. Everybody want to dance that song there.
Oh, you mean?
So it's like every when me go a man tell me say, boy, your song give me a whole heap of woman bread. Me sing that
it
song.
will get tune in his mind, you know. It will get tune in my mind. But one of my favorite. Summer love is beautiful. It's not. You know, Jamaica State Summary. A foreign media now, but Jamaica State Summary. So that's who they are. Really, just. You know what I mean?
Every man have a song. Every man have a
Yeah,
song.
that's the brother.
Come to me like different song. I say, boy, that song there. And the song and I want to come with that song. But I'm glad to know, say, you know, cause me always want to do this all of my life. Cause I don't this me do. I don't do nothing else than this. I say me not do nothing else. Cause when even Black Star come America and come New York, when I there, we spot in America on that.
Where they are Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly. Yeah, I used to come a Philly a couple times. So what me I say when we come to New York.
Right now.
And every man I say, boy, yo, them now go back home. And I say, no, sir, I want to take plane like taxi with them. I can't but I run rebel or thing. And me and Tyler alone go home and the rest of the man them stay.
Yeah.
So me never vigilant and said, this not gonna be a one-time thing. Because someone I say, boy, you come and find me for the first time. Me now go back in a brother car. This is not the opportunity. I say, yo, listen me. You see how me ever sing, me ever come back. I come back enough time and see them at the same place. Enough time and hold a vibe with them and I say, you see, me always know so me gonna just keep on traveling because I have music in my heart. I'm alive.
Anytime you see Tiger, tell Tiger say counselor say, no one got God, no one got belly. You see me? It tell it counselor, I said that. Say no.
Tiger used to go to school together. We used to go primary school together.
The Tiger man.
And Tiger used to go primary school together.
Well, a portion of bad artists come from over them area there, you know, man.
Yeah, man. You have Brigadier Jerry Nancy. You talk about Assassin. You talk about
man.
You talk about Andy.
Malvo, hold on, think up here. Malvo, you know what I say right now, right? We surround ourselves with right now. It's a hold on there. You want our people. I mean, they want to count them. All the people they are listening to you right now, you know.
Yeah, respect to the people.
In a free error, seeing where. Right, yeah.
Yeah, so some promoter will come from
watch your camera. Them there, man, I think that
already. Some promoter will do affiliate used to down the long time. Some give them called Twin. I don't know what them about still.
Yeah, man, Twin Dread. Twin Dread them. One of them they pass away. You know, and then like I said, Pluggy did end up come back. So you'd have Pluggy.
Me I line up to W for you right away.
Yeah, you'd have Pluggy, Rata, them there my.
Yeah man. Them live up the road and live for me, you know. Plug your Rata, you know.
I'm trying to tell them in general. And when the man
Yeah,
them end up come to Jamaica back, them they end up live at Stirling Castle. And then
oh,
you did have a brother where usually make juice we used to the amongst them, the whole of them grow together. Juba drop out about 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, man.
listen me. Juba live for the same room, live.
All right, so you understand it. You understand.
Juba, I'm a cab driver when I come to Jamaica.
All right.
Well, the Malvo, we are gonna make a money night. Cause what they make you dub here.
Tomorrow we're in the studio, so tell him to tomorrow we're in the studio.
We are doing the green on it right away. Hold on it.
Yeah. Ah.
But I don't want to tell the interview in a whole heap of things.
Yeah. It's a different kind of interview. This it's a hardcore interview. This.
Family thing, man.
Ask you one
Family
question.
thing. Yeah, man.
Ask a question, right? You know a tune saying, I don't quite remember which rhythm it is on. Lady love. Your love is sweeter than you know that tune there?
Yeah, I want to song there. Lady love. Love is
Yeah.
sweeter than the love.
I don't know, everybody have that tune there. I mean,
They remember it alright.
I think
that.
Lura sing it originally.
Allura sing it originally. Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
there are 2 entry from me and I don't play it.
Yeah, man, because we have some tune. I'm gonna send that thing because never a catalog when I put me make. So when I sing at the studio, I sing them one the studio, the song them. So you remember the song them. I send that I can remember the song them like a catalog of songs. When I just sing that dub. So I can send to my brethren them little more from this on WhatsApp and you can hear and you pick the one you want. You know what I say? So, yeah, man, I'm in the studio tomorrow still, so definitely, you know.
Alright, you are going now. That's good. Cause agreeing on it this. And
Yeah, are you gonna one who say, baby, let's cruise away from here.
so I don't want
I am the greatest girl ever from in Jamaica.
You're the man.
you know true, man. So link up with Sikoya. Link with
Yeah,
him
man.
and make him know.
Everything great, man.
Send it the channel, we're gonna check it out and what about me just
Yeah.
pick up the want and don't worry
Yes,
yourself.
sir. Yes, sir. No,
Yes.
yeah, man, everything.
You have cash up on them thing, don't worry yourself.
Everything, we have everything. Everything.
Alright, so
Yeah.
don't do what you do and let me get my tune. And
All
to
right, sir.
couple intro. See?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. At least, man. Tomorrow we can deal with that. Tomorrow. Easy.
Alright, definitely. Alright.
Yes, man. Yeah, bless.
Bless up green on it when I premiere DJ and I sit here. Come take over me. Come on, where you gonna brother allow the thing, no man. I'm here.
Trevor, he used to play ball and everything. You know what I mean?
Trevor Rankin. The next,
Come from
on, Bengo. The whole of them.
The last time I come here, I bung them, come here, me and Tiger and Johnny P and last time I come here,
one dance, the keeper one place. I me take picture, but me need see you. Can we take picture with Johnny P and Tiger?
Yeah,
all right.
But me there, man.
But as
them come back down there one time again, you know.
okay. Well, as me say, me I wanna feel a premier artist just for kind of give a formal introduction.
Okay, all right. Respect, man. Respect.
I'm El Fico. Me was one of the youth them where they get the and you know me I trod the road from me I watch till when Bounty come and I rain and you know and you know me kind of emulate. Shinehead was my inspiration and a youth way.
Great artist.
Yeah man, Shinehead was my inspiration. Me remember Pluggy them did have a shop and basically when me go in at the shop, you know every man did have a big tape back in the days.
Yeah, them time, yeah.
And one cassette did the pantapite tape and when me look, me see one brother in a one silk shirt and one darkers and him ear did kind of shine and I said, hey, that what is? And I put in the cassette and when I put in the cassette, brother,
Gone. Lost.
the first song when me hear was no off chat you better, no off chat you don't know that, no off.
Yeah.
And when me hear the song, me I say, no. So imagine me, Mr. Malva now being 15 years old now,
Yeah.
hearing this man and when me tell her say it turned me in an idiot to the point where me start turn the man lyrics in a something else. This was my exposure to music, cause I come here from a 6-year-old. And
Ah.
me a 47-year-old, you know. So
Yeah.
don't even call myself a dancehall artist. I'm a world artist, a world music artist.
Everything.
But
I'm
my
musician.
roots, kind of still embedded with, because them say we're born in here, you're going to stay in here.
Yeah,
So
man.
hearing Shined now, and then I'm like, yo, that brother here, him cool. I mean, not even know say him did sing over Billie Jean and the whole of them.
Yeah.
So by the
Yeah.
time me reach 15, 16, when me start follow son in them go dance now, and me I hear this the same brother here, and I say, well on, now him just a rap power rhythm. I know him a sing,
Sing.
and
Bad idea, man.
so I'm like, yo, say, me want do this, and me start sing. And then when I
Yeah.
started to sing now, the first song when me ever sing was my heart is filled with so much love and I need. At age
Yeah.
15, me mash up a dance. Them time I sing Melody Arrain, Sanchez Arrain,
Yeah.
and Malvo Arrain,
Yeah,
Admiral
man.
Arrain. The whole of una Arrain. And me I said, no.
Yeah, man.
So when me start seeing up on stage now, I mean I get the thing them out of Fort Clarence and the sun splash them and the whole of the cassette them when
Yeah.
me they get. I mean I said no, the brother name Auntie Man, no, I'm terrible in a man. But when I heard bad minded people, brother.
Yeah, man. Real song. But that song is a real song, too, A real song. After some of a true experience, me go after that song there was that come off a good vibe like that bad mind because I keep a big dance with King Jammys now in my neighborhood and I want to say the man them tear on every flyers off of the wall. And they like
Wow,
them like yeah, car
wow.
we put the face on it and when you go look with Salman and cut up all the face and take off the flares them and me I said, yeah, no, I don't understand the people them turn in your neighbor. Because me take them love me, The face on my place. I mean I tell the man it's on my place. I'm look for the thing. But when the dance keep the dance will overflow, brethren. Dance will overflow. Make money till the wait. So come back and say bad-minded people that come to my shop and say bad-minded people. And them say, down in the ghetto where me born and grow. You may not tell you. And for me, go and God Jammys and go and voice it. Like that.
So
And you the song the big. That song they never released on a 45, Never come out as a single. They're on an
wow,
album. You must
wow.
know it's on an album and still
Exactly,
yeah, big
exactly,
song. You couldn't start
exactly,
playing. Everybody start playing. You see,
exactly,
one of the
exactly.
biggest tune now.
So
Biggest tune now.
what I'm saying is, so from the church to the school
Yeah.
to to the sound in your community
Yeah,
to
Black Star. Yeah,
to
Black Star.
Black Star now, and then ultimately making the transition to becoming a recording artist now
Yeah,
with
yeah.
things.
So we just start after the sun come off fire and the man them run out, the man them run off, and we come back home. I'm Virgin came go King Jam is one day for some dub and King Jam is just see me because you them a listen to cassette them and Black Star was a little unique sound by itself. It was not a big sound like them, but it's unique. It played different type of music. It clean. You know what I mean? The Tiger and the whole we did different. We never come like the regular wrestler man. Then we have some different style, but we. So when we come and King Jam is him, I say, yo, yes, the sound. Everybody knows that's our music business. One family say anything happen, everybody know the beat, know the story. They must say, boy, me say the man the sound mash up and I say, if you want to come in, you can come in and I say, what? I'm here to be glad for this. So I just got Jammys. Everybody have a story about Jammys. Them couldn't go, them have to do the gate for years and them couldn't go through certain. Me just go straight in. It wasn't, I mean, done established already from Black Star sound. So I just go there and, I'm go there man, just be a music I make and it was a good vibe. Like it was like a university for me in the music. Like I will learn so much things. We sit down
Father,
with everybody. Shabba, Johnny Osborne, Admiral Bailey, Chaka Demus. You know, the whole artists we can think about every day. Cockatoo with a song, so every day with somebody 1 yard.
Father Marvel, this is not a traditional interview. So
Yeah, man.
if, 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 if me interject sometimes, bear with me.
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
novice. I'm a novice. I'm not a media personality. You are somebody who, like I said, exemplifies greatness, longevity in the business, and
Yeah.
and it's an honor from one artist to another. Like some people probably can't relate on the level, but me and you trod some of the same road them. So me,
Yeah, man.
me would have love to give you my jammy story. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know if you know a youth named Shadow. You have a son of Philly named Shadow.
Yeah, man,
Shadow.
that's all.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's all.
All right. Well, a lot of people didn't know that Shadow and OMT, which is Mikey Bennett, right? If I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, Mikey Bennett and yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So Mikey Bennett and Shadow did form an alliance, and them did come up with a label called Two Friends.
Two friends. We know them, man. Know them.
Right. All right. Them
And
produce.
at them time that Mikey Bennett them used to that King Jammys them time.
All right. So them produced the Overproof album for Dennis Brown, and then them do a flip side with Shabba, with Golden Touch, and the whole of them sang upon it.
Mm.
So when I started to come up in the range now, I I captured Shadow's attention because he looked at me as a standout because at that particular time you never have no internet, you never have nothing like that. So you have to use your talent for kind of gain people attention the same way you did. So imagine now you're in Jamaica now and I'm in America and I garnered the attention of somebody who was doing big things at the time because at the time him did have like Lady English and the whole of them people and did just start with Sly and Robbie and when I got his attention he sent me to Jamaica and one of the first places that I went to was Jammys
Right.
and when I went to Jammys um Leroy Gibbons was there. Obviously, Jammys was there. Macabre was in the yard, and they were playing the feel like jumping rhythm.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Jammys sent me go around a studio, so I'm accustomed to voicing in foreign. But they have computer parlor work for some rhythm for me over here, and I'm accustomed to voicing in America where when I'm voicing, the glass is there, I can see the
No
engineer.
glass.
When I went into Jammy's studio, it was like I was in this padded room. So all I
Yeah.
need is like a straight jacket. I'm like, what's going on here? So
Yeah, man. And that's how you know what I mean?
I went in there and he put on the rhythm. And he was so marveled by the fact that when he put on the rhythm, as soon as I heard the rhythm, um, I voiced one take. And I did a
Wow.
after all that said and done, when the black man stand together in a union, me question all that said and done when we get a good rise up and then I don't know them big producer there, you have to play into them psyche. So when you play
Yeah.
into psyche, me make sure say me freestyle a verse like me I say. And Jammys is a man now ramp for help out the youth them. See them a try for help themselves, him not go ramp for recruit them. Teach them so hard. And with him
Yeah, yeah.
Jammys is a Jammys is a man, and and I lie me I tell. Me mom me no live at Jamaica, Me coming from me at 6. When me come round, Jammys have on him signature towel on him shoulder. And him
Yeah,
in a
man.
wa- all right, I don't lie me I tell, right? Tell me if I lie me I tell.
That's true, man. True. Definitely.
And it's a hunchback kind of dread man that they at the gate. Kind of anybody can enter that gate there, just like you said.
Nobody can
And
go through that. Yeah, too.
and and when I DJ the song, Jammy said, "Oh, Shadow, no off you pick them, That youth a star." And Cabra come and confirm, and Leroy Gibbons confirm. And when I turned around and I look, me see Yellow Man, the
Yeah.
king. And when Yellow Man walk in, him say, nobody can say the song bad unless me say it bad. And you see when Jammys press play, Yellow Man say, youth, the song bad. So
Yeah.
that are my Jammy story.
Yeah, man, I go stay that, man. You know what I mean?
Enjoy.
You was one of the fortunate man for us walking to
All
man.
right. So I understand where you're. I understand, and I just wanted to give people. I just wanted to give people that insight. Like, and anybody can go in a Jammies. Man, bleach pan Jammies for
No,
years.
no, listen. If the business come back to that, not for them because you where you see I make up a nice couldn't go in a studio. Them have to
All
write
right.
up a book.
All right.
No try some different talent because you have to pass. You have to really get in front of someone for them tell us
Yeah,
yes you
man.
can do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You can't just come now. True, everybody has studio now. It's so accessible to everybody now. Them have studio, so the man not telling nobody. Most of the man we are playing, some of them never know about music. So them not any man just put anything. But back in the days, you have to get you have professional that tell us say yes, your song good, or you're not song good. You
Yeah,
have
man.
audition. You have audition for that.
Real talk. So,
Yeah.
hold on, I want to introduce Joe Dog to the panel. Joe Dog is
Yeah.
another sound man,
Yeah, man. Straight.
and I'm everybody's familiar with Anthony Malvo.
Oh, yeah, so man, last night, me in my basement, that cracky soul, I go out. And I'm Malva. Let me tell you something. Blowers and skirt, you want Caperton?
Yes, not on my level.
Yes.
Hold on,
Go on
hold
with
on.
it again. Go on with it again.
Mix.
Not on my level. If you wanna par with me, you're not on my level.
Yeah.
You better, yeah, big
Yeah.
song.
Big song.
Play
Big
play
song.
play the Capitan. Play the
Last night,
Capitan Anthony Malvo
last
to me.
night, me have vibes there. See?
Not
Stick
on
up
my level, yeah.
stick up in because your voice not sound good like other artists them. So we're gonna play it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna play it. The song where
Yeah,
I tried to sing a while ago. Drop it.
yeah,
Not on my level. Anthony Malvo Capitan.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Drop the song there for me.
Did it on all YouTube. You know, everything everywhere.
Tell me if you hear it, my general. You hear it?
Yeah, man,
Ah,
right, man. I mean, produce a song too.
mad.
Can't par if you have no ambition. Money for my mind, success on the mission. Simplicity me used to survive. The friend killer them can't take the life. When it get too hot on the terrace, put up resistance just like Paris. And if you're not help no one in the scheme, you can't roll with the team. You're not on my level. Oh no, you can't roll with me. Not on my level. Oh no, nobody can style me. Not on my level. Oh no, if you never loyalty. Not on my level. Oh no, you can't flex with me.
Yo, Malvo. Joe, man, live bigger, man. Live bigger. I listen.
I mean, sitting on the big tune, I tell you. Yeah. Pull up. All right, stop it. Stop. Because we know I go so far in I think, I just true. Jordan come kind of.
Because, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Marvel. Hold on, we don't cut to Jordan. But you see, a man of your caliber now, I gonna require them type of attention, Cause I'm trying to conduct a reasoning, an interview, and as the people say, Marvel up on the live, everybody were running. So
Well, we give thanks to everyone, it's nice to be important, but it's more
all
important
right,
to be nice.
all
Without
right,
the people, we are nothing. Without the audience,
all
without the
right,
people, we are nothing. So when
all
we love the
right,
people, so no matter where we are, you know what I mean?
Well,
Love the man and the reason,
all right,
I
and
gotta
all
share.
right.
I gotta share something before the end. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Stand up one side and them say, yo, Malvo, they on the line for now. Mickey Jet say, yo, Jordan, come talk to Malvo, man. So me just leave where me I do and come talk. Listen to me, man. You see, from Tiger and broke back them days and you up in a
Yes,
papi era. Listen to me, I'm gonna
yes,
tell
sir,
him,
yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell him I grow. I grow at 82 till I'm having you up from this. So we pats on them of the dance hall.
Yes, sir, I know that, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So from a youth, they run the highway, Their
I'm
own.
music town. You come from music town, to man. I'm music town. She's a man in a music town.
Let me not tell you, man, I ain't blood. I hear what go on.
Yeah,
That
man, I
sound.
blood, man.
I will get a link, you know, and I hear my call. I hear say Joe Dog. Hear that?
Yeah,
Joe
man.
Dog.
Just link, man.
Tell him the sound name now.
Yeah, man, Killer Force sound.
Killer
Joe
Force
Dog.
sound.
Yeah,
Killer
Killer.
Force. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just link, man.
And I'm only, we kill people for free. You hear that? Yeah, but
Yo, Joe Dog.
Yeah.
General. Yeah, I'm a general. Yes, sir.
Real general. Yes, you know.
Yeah, man. So,
Yeah.
fuck Marvel. So, like I said, boy, like I said, this is not your traditional, conventional, and we've adapted a way to do traditional things untraditionally as a means to success. So
Right, right.
at the end of the day, this platform is in a settings where a party are going, so it's not a
Yeah.
normal settings, but
The
in
socialized thing, you know.
overall settings there was meaning and there was substance to the name. You know what I
Right,
say?
right.
I like to say, having you on the live, I can remember there was a time, and you can remember too, because like me say, he's a man who set it before me. So I can
Yeah.
remember not being able to interact with my favorite artists and just have to watch them on a VHS cassette or
Right,
hear
right,
me
right.
come watch them in our show or hear people talk about them. You understand? So we give people the opportunity if you can be one on one with the artists.
For real, man. That's a great vibe.
Especially in a time like this when the pandemic are going and everything kind of
Yeah.
to just the online vibes and you over.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
You have to build that, you know. It's a good
Yeah,
vibe, man. Give thanks for the link, man. I love it, and I love it.
yeah,
Anything to do with the music, you know.
yeah, man.
Great.
So this is like me say, this is not your conventional interview. This is a reasoning among.
Yeah, I will love the reason more time, you know. Love the
Yeah,
reasoning.
man. That's right there. That's right there. So me no want nobody get anybody where I watch. Me no want to get it misconstrued. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah. The reason. The reason.
All right. So
I will love it.
like me say, our thing different. Overall settings. The podcast that differs. That is
Yeah.
our mission statement. We differ from everybody else. There's
I trust
Claudius.
that.
Yeah, man. There's Claudius Mills on the live right now, and he's one of my mentors because I tried the music from every aspect as
Yeah.
me, as far as me concerned, from being an artist to like me tell them I start out from singing, me inspired by Sluggy Shined, you know, until me hear bad minded people that me I say, no sir,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I'm normal. You know me I say, and then after bad minded people now, you know, like me say it come to like the 90s when me decide say, all right, me gonna let go the singing now and start do some DJ thing. You know, see it and I start do the DJ thing, but right in that time when I start do the DJ thing, me embark on playing sound, which is how most of us embarked on this journey. Like the newer artists, them like you say, them have this. Them can go into this and do a video and it becomes viral. You say a thing earlier when you say you'd have to earn your spot on Black Star. It come like we lost the general a while ago. Drop a Marvel tune there because him thing there chip out a while ago. We wait for them to chip in back. Bad minded people by Anthony Malvo. See it ya. Alright, him come back in now. No. Make it go and play. Come on, the punchline play. Here. See the song here will make me know that brother yeah. Hey! Alright, stop.
Yeah,
So
man.
like I said, we came up the hard way, you
Yeah.
know, and like I say, it was even more intense for me being in America, hearing over and over again, my youth, you're bad enough, but you need to go to Jamaica, go thump off your thing. Nowadays, all you All you need is one of them here,
Yeah.
and
And
you go on it.
Yeah,
You know,
man,
if you
easy, I know,
you know,
man. Easy, I know. Easy, I know. Easy. I'm easy.
knock out on them still enough, father. But now knock out on them still enough. You know,
I'm
at
not
the end,
on there.
them a do them thing.
No,
And
we're
and
not
pe-
on there. We just want them to write music. I mean, when we find when me a lick out pan right now, it's not
yeah,
you them a DJ. Man a talk gunman lyrics and slack lyrics from way back when. Remember say Yellow Man and from before Yellow Man a chat them type of lyrics. So listen this now. It's the beat where I'm making now, me no like. The beat them where I'm making now.
right. The trap.
Listen me. We are follow America now. America used to follow me now. We start follow America. So that we are
Right.
lose our thing. The
Right.
originality in our music gone. They might take it
Right.
away from me. We start follow some people. Remember, so we are leader, you know. Coming up
Right.
for the youth, them do some great music. Because if you listen to music, and some struggling, them talk about girl, them talk about, you know what them talk about. And a real life, cause we know say reggae music and dancehall, reggae music for the world, cause reggae a dancehall. And the world, cause reggae at the head, and everything. Dancehall come on as the next little avenue, right? But I say, reggae music are the voice of the people, you know. So what the youth must talk, so what they must see. If they must have a gun, they must see it. Or if they must ears run the corner. Me sometimes I see it, but they mean them virgin talk about you understand. Them talk about woman, you know what I say? But at the beat of them I make,
Yeah, man.
I lose it because we are talking about trap, and trap is not reggae. And it's
In
not
a re-
dancehall. And it
in
not
a-
sound like nothing. It does sound like a next song. So adapt me not like.
In a real, as far as I see it, I find out say that most of these beats that they make only last for a week or two.
Right,
You know what I mean?
because they're not good. I notice them, but about them. Them can't play by themselves. You put the beat by themselves. You don't know what is it. You can't just play them. Remember, I just play, put on it by itself and mash and play.
But look,
Pepper by itself.
but
You never have to put no music on it. You never put no lyrics on it and just mash up with it.
you want to know Dr. Malvo. I'm going to call the doctor because you're the doctor tonight. Dr. Malvo, hear me I tell you, say. You see, when we find out, say, during them times when them I play all these fast tune and fast ray, you go certain places you cannot play them. Leela Ike do a tune the other day on a rhythm where it says second chance. And she made that rhythm like a fear one, the way she sit down on a rhythm there.
Stick up
The
in
way
counselor.
Leela Ike sit down on a rhythm. So most of these youth they need at the other day me chat to an artist
Counselor.
Hold on, brother. No stick up in the brother. I'm talk to Malvo. I'm talk to me.
Yo, brother. Me don't like how you go on.
No, hold on. Overall, the podcast that differs, you know.
Overall, set is the podcast that
You
differs.
hear me I say now, Malvo. See it? I'm Dr. Anthony Malvo. You hear me I say now. When me hear Leela Ike on a beat, then me I say, yo, that tune I can play anytime that rhythm they up. Because I remember say, when one rhythm come out, you have all 10 number one song on the same one rhythm there.
Yeah.
Right now, a man have a one rhythm and he might hold it for himself and he make a one tune pan and might get a little accolade or whatever he get. But that you're not gonna hear that tune if down the road. But like you feel phone tune and I wanna play from them time from my era coming up. Them tune can play on and on and
Because
on.
you know why? The lyrics was great, and the beat was great. So we are play real music.
Message in the music.
When them not play the instrumental, when them have the appear
The general.
and them a take something from the American appear, take a little R&B night and mix up with a little. No,
Them
man,
have a thing where them call microwave because it's for what is going on right now.
yeah, but
But
you see,
Adam Marvo,
that's why it now stay in history.
all right. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I want my food.
So
Then
what
the microwave. I want my
so what
food.
them not understand is a concept when you grasp a long time ago. And you know how me know say you grasp the concept there? Drop a tune there.
Right. Reaching out to all.
It's a tune there.
Hold on. Reaching out to all the celebrity match save. I said, wow, man, these people in the place. You know what I said? And now,
Big Sean. Yeah, man, big rhythm, you know. You hear them rhythm there? That's a rhythm alone, mash up place.
then rhythm exactly. Gonna
Exactly.
live on and on and on and on and on.
Can't
and on.
Just take
Can't-
me off a rhythm and play the rhythm alone and do the mash up place same way. That can't now.
Hold on. Did did we get anything from Dr. Anthony Malvo, like as far as anything for the set?
Not yet,
Up
man.
yet?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Stop reading. Stop reading.
Okay. A kid in a
Let me ask some people on the live right now. And Father Malvo, when you hear that reading, when the first, when the hands drop, who are the first money will you think, boy?
We're all dumpling.
The whole world talking about overall settings. You're flying high now, sound boy, with a jump and sound. Overall a killer sound. Overall a murder a sound boy. Overall a killer jump and it won't be long.
Overall settings, the podcast that differs.
Them song that big song, you know, brother. I tell you, it's for me that it's the man give me that rhythm there. Me felt big when the man give me that rhythm. I say, what? That rhythm you give me, and the baddest rhythm that for me, the rhythm start. It's like the voice immediately. It's like me, I wait no time for voice. And the baddest rhythm, one of the baddest rhythm them tune there. That's me I show you about rhythm. Them rhythm they can play by itself, and you don't have your aerial donkey point. Just play the verse and have a skank off a foot. We don't know. It's a big rhythm. You see what I say?
It's a rhythm.
Nowadays they play them rhythm. You laugh. You start playing phone. You start playing phone and talk on WhatsApp and go on Facebook and Instagram. You're bored.
Hear me I say, as a big fan, like a kid in a candy store, we are gonna want our dub plate on that rhythm there. We search feed right now. Overall setting up on the rhythm there.
You have the rhythm, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna need that dub. We're gonna need that for real.
Yeah, man. No problem, that man.
We definitely gonna want an intro for the show because, like me said, this not gonna stop us, you know.
No.
We done crack one heap of barrier already and mash down one heap of milestone.
Yeah.
You know, as a young farm, and you know, like we're approaching 100 shows within the space of 5 months. You know, we literally walk up to people and tell them, say, yo, lend me your phone. Like we take it back to the old school days. Like when I buy views, you know when I do none of them something. Like everything.
Wait, man, just make it happen, man.
Take away your phone and give it back immediately.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
See how take away your phone and give it back.
Yeah, man. You know what I say? So everybody will you see, every subscriber will you see is somebody where we reach out to on a personal level.
Real thing, man. Real thing.
So me rather have 1,300 real subscriber than a million fake one.
Yeah, man.
Which is right because I know that with upon the overall settings. So if you can say in the space, you remember, you know, you have some people going like them anti-social, you know, and all of them pass and them go talk to one somebody, or some of them even end up talk to themselves. You know, see it, you know, and if we can reach out to 1,300 people on a personal level,
that's good,
in
man.
a space of 5 months, you know, that to me exemplifies something that at some point it going amount to something. You know what I'm saying?
The 5 months I have so much, man. That's great, man. You know, we just have to take it time. I don't want to overcome up. I want it authentic. That means that when you get them people, the real people, them, you don't want to buy nothing, make it look hype. It always pop down the road. You know that's a second. It always pop down the road. You know what I'm saying?
You see, it's a Fico beside me here, El Fico. He's been in the business for about 30 years now. And him have a lot of songs when he do a road. And because me always tell him to sing one special one, he always said to me, say, yeah, but like I want to sing me up. At the same time, but I tell you, that's it. I don't really say that. Yeah, like I want to sing me up. But is it true that song there? It's like to me every day is Friday because I know people free Friday more than every other day in the week. So So me want him give like a sneak preview out of that same tune. And if he not do it tonight, he may have a problem with him tonight. Not a big
I'm birthday in a couple of hours. So
You have a drop
You,
it. You have a drop it.
hold on. You want to know, maybe pre that birthday are different. Because say, my mother never lived to 53-year-old. My mother, when she was 46 years, Mama Jai, I swear to God, I would have loved to can call you right now or hug you up or something. But, a life in general. You see me, I say, give thanks to Mama Jai for having a son like me. You see me, I say, sleep in peace. So you want to know. Well, I've heard that joke.
Well, I know.
No. I'm my time.
Councillor, I'm going to give you that, you know.
I'm my time now.
Councillor,
it's a overall citizen. Don't pay this money. Malvo, don't pay this money.
Councillor, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you what you want for your birthday. But remember, I did lose my old lady too.
Yes, true.
And the selector with the backstage, Miguel settings.
My mother, my grandmother.
All right, and Father Marvel they put it live, and then lose female mother too.
Yes.
So the whole of there.
The whole of there, lose the mother. See it?
So, can I do something for the mother them? We will lose.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Mama, I know. Me know that you love me so, Mama. Right. Me know that you wouldn't have left if you didn't really have to go. See me remember the day, it was early in spring, before the birds even started to sing. See me there for me job, Papa me hustling, when my cell phone started to ring. Me picked it up, me auntie up on the line, had me thinking everything was fine, until me hear her say, come right away, because your mama is dying. Mama, I know. Me know that you love me so, Mama. Me know that you wouldn't have left if you didn't really have to go.
Right. Big tune.
Pick up the whole of the mother them.
All mama man in the world.
The whole of the mother them.
Stop wait for mama's day for big up your
so,
mama.
So we don't want to take over the general interview, so I'm going to give you a small piece of your thing.
Let me introduce a piece. You see that piece, yeah? Everybody love Friday. All the man, where you are work or not, them love Friday. When Friday comes, them, on the weekend, we are calling it the struggle.
Man, we sit down in the yard all day.
At the struggle, we are calling it. You sleep when you sleep with your coach or you live out a door or whatever.
Yeah.
Yourself,
Me and Capitan say I think when I'm CD say is an inbound concept.
Yes.
So all if you not work, when Friday come, you just look forward to Friday.
It's a celebration.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
You're the one, Anthony. Dr. Anthony Malvo.
Touch it.
I'm always looking forward to weekend, searching for some place to go. Right. And I'm always looking forward to weekend, searching for some place to go. And I got a little money in my pocket and I'm looking for some action for sure. So I relieve from stress, TGIF. Somebody say, thank God it's Friday. And I just bought the bar, so there's nothing left. And I'm telling you the weekends are my days. I'm in a counselor, honestly speaking, every weekend for me is action packed with next to no time for sleeping. When Friday shows it face on the horizon, free nights and weekends kicking from my horizon. Play no man, you just don't understand the feeling that me get with this free time for my hand. So as I'm hanging out the window, screaming, give me the light like Sean Paul passing Hydro.
Yeah. Big show, yeah man, weekend.
Yo, Malvo, me I tell you say right now, give thanks for your present, brother. And you know me.
Yeah, man.
You could have
give thanks to be here, you know.
But Councillor, here what we are going to do.
Well, I'm tell him now, you could have lay down or sleep or walk or do any other thing, but you decide say you want to come hang out with me, you know.
It's a good link, man. A real link. You know?
And right now you have roughly in there, so you have about roughly, it's kind of small, so yeah, we can't say it loud, about close more than 2 dozen people.
Councillor,
a COVID badness, so we can't say it loud.
Yeah,
more than.
Can't say it loud.
You see,
but online it's great, you know.
Make we set back the thing, no man. Cause you're going like how me usually go on for the interview them.
Thank God it's Saturday.
I know your birthday, you know. But remember, you know, we have Father Malvo there, you know. And I can better say.
No, Dr.
I'm going to tell you something about Dr. Malvo right now. We probably never know.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something about Dr. Malvo right now. What you probably never know.
Educate me.
Drop that song there.
I wait here till I matter.
What you know about that song? What Malvo have to do with that song?
What me know about the song?
What Malvo have to do with that song?
This one.
Stop. What Malvo have to do with that song? Watch how I'm going to frig him up, you know. Watch how I'm going to frig him up, Malvo. What Malvo have to do with that song?
Yeah, man. You see when me hear that rhythm there, the show you say, a while ago me said to you, say, in a reggae music.
Him flap already.
Well, no,
Him flap already.
No, listen. In a them time, you say one, you have 10 artists by one rhythm, and most of them song that usually go do them thing. Yeah. You see me, I say?
You ready?
Yeah, man.
To that yet. We have 5 more. Saying, so June them time, you have 10 people on that same 10 rhythm there. You don't find them thing anymore.
That rhythm is a signature rhythm, quarter to 12. Biggest rhythm that come at them time.
So one on the quarter
no, but Counselor, you still not catch it yet, man. Counselor, let me tell you what going on, man, because the people them all say party are going and them want we kinda.
No, pay that mind.
Alright, so you want me to say, man. So let me tell you what going on, man. I'm going to tell you the significance of the rhythm.
Please do.
Because you just a reach, you know. I reach, you know. And him not reach yet.
Yeah.
That rhythm was produced by Anthony Malvo and Anthony Redrose.
I'm going to be real with you. I didn't know that.
All right.
I didn't know that.
All right.
No, I
learned
something
tonight. And I label.
You can never too old to learn. I never know that.
All right. So then that's why I try to tell him, man, but then I listen. You just want chat. Thank God it's Saturday. Father Malvo. Father Malvo, we were talking about transitions. So we already left out our church. We reach out the young sound we're in our community. We reach out the young sound in our community. Then we reach a Black Star. We're going to Jammys now. We're going to bad-minded people. We left the sun now. We don't reach. I think we kind of skip the Tiger thing, but true, we don't play the tune already. We kind of get.
So we'll start after that now. We start to produce my own. When me and radio start produce, you know, me start produce some tune. So that this one of the biggest set of tune we start come out first one, quarter to 12.
Rest in peace to Simpleton.
Yeah, and man no drink back juice pan base and
exactly.
Done wife with Carmen, wolf of them things. You know
peace to Captain back here.
After we do that, and Captain, after that, we start our own label. Come have my own label now called Malvo's Entertainment. So I have a daughter we're in the music business and now too.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Just a song with her called Good Love with Cham, Busy Signal. Good Love with Cham, Busy Signal. You know,
we got busy same way.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, so we are doing a production right now and I'm going up for things right now. And
yeah, man.
we have a song out now, just come out last 2 weeks ago with me and Pressure Boss called what name again? Tell me, yeah.
Yeah. Drop the tape. Same time, tell me. You know, see it. It's in them and you play it. I know it's there.
Yeah, man, there, man.
Me know it there because I see it. I hear when you play it.
And last year we have one of the biggest tunes to get with me and Bojo Band and me produce it. Baby Come Take It. With me and Bojo Band.
You put you there. So when I want to stop.
Yeah.
Malvo, about 10 years ago, in an interview, saying that you were embarking on doing a song with Bojo, but he was in some legal trouble. So I put two and two together, and I figured more or less this was around the time when he was about to be incarcerated or he was already incarcerated.
Yeah, when the man incarcerated, we have the song. I'm going to go and have it long pan and go and wait.
Okay, so the song was actually recorded before he was incarcerated.
Yeah. So we have it, and we just have it and catch him get incarcerated.
Right.
Make up your ass. So no one put on a song with him like the kind of
Exactly.
and we're sorry about it. So we just hold it and just
Exactly.
and go and
Exactly.
work. And then forward. And when forward, that's all right. We dust it off.
Me love your honesty and me love the way you hold back the song in respect to where they are going and you drop it.
Rejoice for him. Me come like we are rejoice for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're just wait, and let's make it go on easy.
And if I need someone from the day when them sentence the song drop.
Yeah, man, song drop. But it would, But and it has been going on so good right now. Overall it has gone good. So it's a good
Drop the boot to Malvo there.
That's all like a version. Girl, you love. Yeah, man, that the version that.
Or the version. I version that. Play song. Play. The song you want. That is the rhythm. No, you know what?
Stop it.
Stop at the rhythm.
We need
Stop at the rhythm. Because we're going to bring in the boat right now.
Yeah, but it a play too fast though.
Oh, okay. Slow it down little. He's not even a selector, he's our producer. Our selector.
Our selector play the song them nowadays. Them play well fast. All when you put it, them speed it up. I make it sound like Tweety Bird. Everybody sound like them are sing like sound Tweety Bird. And them alone do that. Everybody, all of them do that, man. All I select them do that.
That's why I'm glad you have a one voice, General.
John Kitchen, I'm gonna call you up here.
John Kitchen, big up yourself.
I'm gonna call you off the ear, John Kitchen, because you sent us the version and not the song.
Yeah. John Kitchen in Jamaica having too much fun. Him drinking too much coconut rum down there. You know what I mean? In Jamaica, drinking too much coconut rum, so he's making a lot of mistakes from him. From guy, Jamaica, everything wrong with him, He's a big mistake.
Hold on. You want more? You help me sing that song, Father Malvo. Down in Jamaica, there are
lots of you, man. Drink enough white rum and get your girl. I tell you, if I down there, have big fun, John Kitchen. I pure coconut water and run. The pure nicest man going down there. He don't remember nothing, brother. I tell you.
No, what you want, one?
No worries. Tell me the new song.
Tell me. Drop it.
Yeah, drop it. Yeah, man, you get that one right.
Pipes. Long
brand new.
Brand spanking new.
Yeah, man, on all digital platform right now. Go and get it, brothers.
Tell me who's loving you tonight. Tell me that you never left my side.
We have some new girl I know. Whoa.
I tell you, new girl.
We have some
new girl.
We're going to sing that one here.
Tell me I'm here to do you right, so right. Cause anytime you get your love, you know say that me I go want it forever. You know the sweetness you possess and you just wanna live a life full of
forever.
Full of pleasure. I've been waiting for long enough, anticipating to hear this love. When you make the pressure bust the pipe, water start flow like river. That's right. Oh. Tell me who's loving you tonight. Tell me that you never left my side. Tell me I'm here to do you right. So right.
Reaching out to all the mad Z's. Sing your part now, Malvo. I don't like curse on here. I don't like curse on here. I say Brombrook School in Portland. Yeah.
Warm as a summer day. Your beauty and your charm takes my like an angel.
Anthony Marvel, Buju Banchan, Buju the Banchan. Okay.
And now.
To give you my love, girl. Love is all I've got. Baby, come take it, take it, take it, take it.
Yeah, la pull up one of my son. I can sing the song for one. Anthony Marvel, alongside Buju Banchan, Buju Banchan. Tinkal, swing. Big up Rory for that out there, yeah. Disco Birch and all of them, Glamour Wayne, Peter Blacks.
Yeah.
Like an angel that's sent from above, baby.
Legend
Love God, baby, come take it.
Legend Buju Banchan.
I know they no matter what. Never you try break it, break it. No break it, break it. Listen, love is all I've got. Baby, come take it, take it. Take it, take it. Only no matter what. Never you try break it, break it. Give me all. A woman who is supposed to make a miserable wife. A shopper alley come and make you live a poor life.
Hey. I will poor life I got.
Don't take a shopper alley come and poor.
Stop! We mention Wally for people popping, but we never mention.
Move. No dirty bungle around here. What happened to them mackerel?
Man, oh, la la ta ono mentalling mad.
Yeah, man, mackerel. Yeah, man, because you know when. Yeah.
Father Marvel, them round there give a signal.
No, do that. Say, Father Malvo, you don't know. It's a pleasure to have you here.
We know, man, it's a pleasure. We know somebody there have a favor. We give thanks for the gathering. We give thanks for the day.
Yeah, man.
It's different. It's a difference. I say it's a difference. It's a reasoning and I enjoy it. And it's a good vibe, man.
It's up to me to tell you this. Now you are on honorary settings. So your name Dr. Anthony Malvo Settings. You are an
name.
Yes, sir.
And you're welcome. You're welcome for forward on the platform anytime already. You know, man.
They might link with tomorrow we're in the studio do some dubs, so let's link with tomorrow and we can get things done. And
yeah, man.
I'll do a dub tomorrow to me. I'll try to get it done tomorrow. So no worries. Send all the information and we get slap it.
Yeah, man. Remember overall settings, my general, when you drop your thing.
The podcast first.
All right, G.
More salute you properly. Salute. Salute.
I've a great earth strong since more blessing and more life and more prosperity. Yeah, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, I. Blessings. Yeah, man.
Now it goes. Tiger again. Along with Mambo. Come on. On we here. Summer love is beautiful. It's not enough to satisfy emotion that are shared between us. A winter love is cozy, girl. I need so much more. It just intensifies my wants to have a love that endures. Hey, girl, don't come back to me. Can nothing but not do me. 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you still love me. Put me all the while and be by my side. Don't run away and show me no pride. This is not the tiger, are you me love? Yes, I want to show you how much I care. Take you anywhere you want, go me dear, Malvo. Anytime